Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a 12 box project layout, and I'm going to be doing one of the layouts in last year's layout class for the with Vicki Boutin for the Fernwood collection. And I'm looking for something right now, a package of things to put behind the Flair. So I, in the class, I had cut out the pieces and done a lot of the prep work for the layout, for the layouts and the mini book. But I'm not sure why, but I didn't finish any of it. And I put it away, and then I kind of went into some of the supplies and used them for other things. And so I don't have absolutely everything left that that is shown in the layout. But I'm gonna kind of do as much as possible, and I'm going to adapt it to the photos that I've chosen. These are the original photos. They're my son at the age of, I think, 7. And I'm gonna actually say this might be 5 or 6. Sleeping on the couch, covered up with his Mickey Mouse blanket, his Disney blanket or quilt. And here is his, a few years later, his army barracks. And his bed is covered with the same blanket, the same quilt. And you can kind of see, when I printed the photos, I printed this one small and kind of zeroed in and pumped up the colors so that you could see how bright and vivid the print was here. And then I did it this way because I needed a vertical orientation, and you can kind of see how faded it is. So those are the prints. These go back in the box. And now I'm gonna, what I see here is I've got this yellow background here, and the larger photo goes there. I don't have that frame, but I've got this ephemera piece that is a clipboard, and I'm gonna put that photo on there. I've got many of the other pieces, but I'm not gonna use the someday is not a day of the week or staying in the now. I'm gonna do, I think I've got something that says then and now, or here and there, or this and that, or something like that, that kind of points to the fact that the photos are taken many years apart. I guess one of these days, when I journal, I'm gonna figure out how many years apart. So I'm gonna take the background paper, and I'm going to do the background inking with my, this is a teal background, and I'm gonna use mustard seed distress oxide kind of in a few places. It's supposed to be subtle and going in different directions. This is one of the stencils that came with Fernwood, and it's called Knit, I think. It's like a cable knit sweater pattern. So I'm just kind of going there. It's very subtle, not meant to be a major element of the page. Put that aside, and now I'm going to take this and put it here so that I see a little bit of that pattern showing. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this with, the photo has a black border that was on there when I printed it, and I inked the edges so that it would be fully black. And I'm gonna put it down right here, but behind it, I'm gonna cluster that vellum piece, this tag piece. Let me get a bit of foam tape. I'm gonna put it there just so it lifts it up, and that's not gonna show. But I kind of want to get it down there. And then this I will probably double up. I'm determined to use, we have the, just in a couple of weeks, we have the class for the print shop. And I put that right there, and then I'll okay, I guess I'll do that. All right, and this is a fairly thin foam tape that I have. It's not at all what I thought I was ordering, but I thought I could use it anyway. So there, and that's down. Okay, now I'm gonna take, my phone is talking to me again. I'm going to take some more foam, except since I'm going to overlap it there like that, actually I may do it, I may not overlap it there. I may not overlap the photo. I'll kind of spread it out here. Okay, there, and then this is already on foam, and I had in my old photo processing, or not photo processing, but word processing system, it allows me, it actually created that torn border, and then I tore around that. So you kind of get the effect. I like that effect, and that's, I maintain, this is silly, but I have a modern computer with all the latest software, and I keep it updated. And then I have an old computer that has old software, and I maintain it because I like some of what it does better than the new stuff. They've changed, Apple has changed the Photos program, and the new software is not compatible with the model of scanner that I have. So in order to talk to my scanner and to do photos like that, I have to keep the old. Okay, so I've got this that says one of a kind. And I'm trying to see, there's a lot in the original. There's a lot of stuff going on kind of between where the photo ends. There's this. And so I'm gonna do, where is that package I already opened? I'm not finding it. I'm gonna just do this. Okay. I'm gonna do that right there. And I've got this, which I'm gonna put this across here. This is not a, this is just a chapter, not the whole story. So, and that's taken from one of the branding strips. Got that right there. And the reason I wanted to do that is because I thought this could go under there, and when I decide on the placement for this, this can go exactly right there where it is. Okay, and now the title, which is this and that, will go here. My watch is running out of battery, so it's letting me know that. I have some Flair, but I have this little thing that says small details, and I'm going to use one of these strips. This piece of ephemera got torn. And I will kind of put it in there hoping that the tear doesn't show. But if it does, it's not a big deal. Okay, and I can maybe, that covers up too much of that. So maybe it goes there. Maybe it goes over like so. And then I can use this. It's a tiny little Mickey Mouse head sticker, and I can put it right over the tear. Perfect, because it's a Mickey Mouse comforter. Okay, now this is not a chapter, or just a chapter, not the whole story. So I thought maybe I could work a pin in there somehow. Maybe the pin would be better. I can do both. Okay, let's try this. I'll put this down this way. Actually, I want it over and then there. And then this can go here. And that brings some yellow over there. I'm going to do that again with the butterflies. I've got, let's see, we've got a large butterfly. I'm going to do this tape, the foam tape across on the body of the butterfly. Come on. I bought these strips. I was running out of strips, and I bought these strips from a different manufacturer. I don't like them nearly as well, so I've reordered the real ones. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and then here, but I'm going to use the ones I don't like, even though I don't like them because I paid for them. Okay, and let me do this. I'm putting them in a little bit different place from the original, and I've maybe lost a butterfly or two. I need one for right there, and then I need a small one right there. Okay, but for right now, I need this one, and I have, that's the wrong tape. Let me put a tiny little piece of this thicker tape so that it's up at a little bit different level. There we go. And down here, I'm going to use some of this tape strip. The tape strips I don't like. God, I hate the more expensive ones, and the original ones that I got. It's so easy to peel. So there, and then I'm going to take a bit of this thick tape that's not quite as wide, and I'm going to go there. And then in the original, there is a little, they've used kind of down in this area, they've used a little sticker of a magnifying glass, and it says exploring. And I don't think I need that on here. I do have this yellow piece that says chase after your dreams. And since he's asleep, one might assume that he's dreaming. And when he joined the army, that's exactly what he was doing, was chasing after his dreams. And it was a wonderful thing for him. Okay, now I have Flair that are in the color scheme that we've got going on here, and some BrambleFox stars. I'm going to use one Flair, kind of right there. And I'm going to use one star. I'm not going to use both flares and both stars. I think I'll use the star up here. Let's see. Do I have a place for this flare? Maybe right under there. An Argyle. Why not? I brought it out with the intent of using it. Why not go ahead and use it? And I'm going to place it so the Argyles are kind of in a diamond pattern rather than the square pattern. And I think I'm going to put this star on the flare. And I have another little Mickey Mouse head. So I think I'll use it here on the other photo, right on top of the blanket there. Okay, don't know where that is coming from, but I don't need it. Now, there are some dots on the original, and I'm going to pull those. They're chipboard. And I'm going to use them. This brings in all the colors in the collection, these little pie chart dots. I just love those. So there's that, and then I'm going to try to find 3 more. I've got 2 on this page and another, at least 1 over on the other page. And then we're done. And that, do I maybe just want that one there? I think so. I think that's all I'm going to do. I did see, I like this arrow that says this. I wonder if there's an arrow that says that. I'm going to put it here on the photo, pointing to the quilt. And I think I saw something else that I especially liked, but not on there. Let me look at this sticker book. There's another magnifying glass, but this one's even bigger, so I don't think I need that. Beautiful life goal loving, one of a kind. I've already said that. There's a little thing that says cute. I've already got this. I've got noted, and now I think I'm gonna maybe, oh, I know what. This orange thing, this orange tab. It's perfect for right there. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm going to, let's compare it. I don't have, you know, exactly all the elements. There were three elements besides the big photo, but I moved this over so we could see the background there. So it's close enough in my book, and it's a page done and a memory documented, and I will add journaling talking about exactly when this photo was taken and when this photo was taken, and the story of the quilt. So another 12-box photo, two 12-box photos done, and they're from different time periods, and I'm really happy I was able to do a comparative page like that. So thank you for watching. Bye.